is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were due for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. A good day to tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to live.
That about wraps it up from Northern Rockies Lodge in Muncho Lake. Takes a cake for best accommodations thus far on the trip. You see the views from the lodge are amazing. Headed to Fort St. John today. Should be about another 7-hour day. Seems to be a theme lately. Well, this is Muncho Lake. And I think we're still in BC. Headed towards Fort St. John tonight. Sun started to come out a little bit here. But it's really a beautiful drive along the lake. And just the scenery is pretty amazing. Just never on my radar. And last night's stay was really, really epic. The food was great, and the lodge was really cool. They have a bunch of cabins. And of course, being on the lake is really kind of ice. It's kind of, they're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around. I think this must be the end of the lake here. So there were some float plane rides you could take. I didn't look into that. I got some drone footage, so I kind of got the same view, which for, I'm gonna guess, a lot cheaper. But rain showers off and on today. But sometimes that just adds to the cool scenery. And sometimes you just see random planes like that just hanging around. It looks like we're in the mountains for a little bit, and then may flatten out. And then tomorrow's ride will be going to Hinton, which will be right at the doorstep of the Canadian Rockies proper. This is called Northern Rockies Lodge, where I stayed last night. Because I'm imagining this is the northern end of the Rockies, so maybe we'll have views all the way. I don't know. I've never been up this far before in Canada, and this far east, I guess. I'm kind of heading southeast. If you're playing along at home, and I hope you are, you can find Muncho Lake to Fort St. John, and we go past another town. If it's called Prince something or Fort something, Fort Nelson. There you go, Fort Nelson. We're gonna go through that, and I'm not sure what that's gonna be like. But I was contemplating trying to make it yesterday to Fort Nelson, but that was 590-mile day. Doable, but glad I didn't. Well, here's one of those metal bridges, and I haven't done one wet yet. So we'll see how this goes. Woo! All right. God, is this sketchy. Wow. That, I don't want to do that again. That's all I'm going to say. My front tire seemed to be moving around a little bit more than normal than on one of those dry. Maybe it's my imagination, but that felt pretty sketch. Let's hope I don't have to do one of those. 47 degrees at W. NBC. And got some rain going on. It's I make my way towards Fort Nelson, which I'll probably do a lunch break there. But really pretty scenery along the way. Wish I could see more of it, but I can't complain because I have to say I've been pretty lucky with the weather, other than going over that crazy pass, Adagun Pass on the Dalton. Lightning storm, rain. That was crazy, but on dirt. But other than that, it's been pretty favorable, honestly. So, have to deal with a little rain, then so be it. Got a Gore-Tex suit on, got Gore-Tex gloves on, waterproof boots. I'm ready for it, prepared for it. My bags are waterproof. So, looks like it's lightening up just a little bit. All right, let's talk about today's ride. Today's ride sucked. And you're going to have that when you're on an adventure. Started out in Muncho Lake, kind of rainy, but kind of pretty through the canyon there. Saw moose, that was cool. All right, I'm circling back because I just went past a moose. And there he is. Alright. He was standing right on the side of the road when I first passed. And then started to rain more and more. And then I got to Fort Nelson and it was 230 miles of rain. Non-stop. Didn't pass over, didn't let up. It was hardcore 230 miles of rain, 5 hours, and I'm chilled to the bone, which is not fun, but that's part of the adventure. Really the first bad riding day out of this whole trip, and I'm at the 3-week mark today. My plan is to be home in about a week. Now I've just learned that my friend who I thought was going to come go get my dog up in Salt Lake on the way back down cannot. So now I have to go all the way home and get in my car and drive up 8 hours to go get my dog. Yeah, not ideal. But I'm reframing and just looking at it like I'm extending my vacation. I'm sure I'll make an adventure out of that too. So tomorrow we're off to Hinton. Hinton is right next to Jasper. Everybody knows Jasper, at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Canada. Super beautiful. They had a big fire there last year. A lot of it burned. I don't know how much. I was there 2 years ago, and then 2 years before that, and then like 8 years before that. So I've been there several times. So I'm going to drive that Icefield Expressway all the way down to Golden in 2 nights, spending 2 nights in Golden, going to do a hike. And then it's kind of book home after that. So that's it from today. A long rain and cold day. Temperature is right around 45 degrees the entire way. It was chilly. I'll check in with you tomorrow. I'm at Wilcox Pass with this spectacular view in the background. Beautiful weather. I'm with the other member of the Africa Twin Extreme Team, Mike. Mike, say hi. Mike doesn't say a lot, but he's enjoying this. I've been up here several times. This is the best weather day, even though it's a little windy. The sun is just lighting up the glacier and lighting up all the peaks around it. So can't wait to get to the top.